Hello, everyone. Jackie-Tomlin here, and welcome to another episode of When Spirit Speaks podcast. I hope you guys have had a super fantastic week. We're going to start with my contact information. If you guys are looking to contact me or seeking a personal reading, it is JackieTomlin.com. Also lets you know your March horoscopes are already up, so you can go over there and take a look, as well as you will finally get to see February. You will notice that the site is still got some construction work going on over there, but everything is operational. All righty. We are going to continue today. We started the series on love back on Valentine's Day, and last week we talked about some red flags. I'm sorry, last week we talked about embracing dating, and today we're going to talk about some red flags, okay? So yeah, let's get into this, embracing dating, starting off dating. Now let's assume that you moved into the dating realm, okay? And we're just going to touch base on 5 red flags today. Things that you need to really pay attention to. The whole thing about dating and getting to know someone is finding the balance of each other's imperfections and offsetting each other. Nothing's perfect, never will be. Even when you're together as a couple, nothing will be perfect. Okay. All right, but let's talk about, we're here in the beginning of that dating realm, of that whole falling in love process or finding that significant other. All right, so first red flag that you need to look out for is the red flags in general. Okay, let me give you an example. Let's say you go out with friends, or let's say you go to a bar, and this person has told you that they rarely drink, but yet they order a bucket of beer. This may be a red flag to you. You want to see if what they have told you, you've gotten to know each other, you've embraced dating, and you're getting to know each other. You want to see if their word is true. What they have told you is true. If they say, I don't drink that often, and they can go out and drink a 12-pack and be fine, that's a problem. That's definitely a red flag. Also, you want to watch out for some jealous tendencies, particularly when you're out. Okay. Jealous tendencies are okay. I think everybody carries a jealousy tendency in them. I would question if they said they do not. How far they go with it, that's a different story. And is that something that is going to escalate and get worse as time goes on? So jealousy, when you're out, definitely something to pay attention to. Okay. Second big red flag, and I know this is a problem for my couples, a problem for my singles, those that are dating. This is just a problem. Social media. Okay. Social media. When is it too soon for the relationship status? I don't have a good answer for that one. Okay. But I do know, as we talked about, that you need to be friends first. And that friends is the foundation. And why are you rushing into things? This is called setting healthy boundaries. You need to set healthy boundaries when it comes to liking statuses, photos, commenting, tagging one another, calling each other pet names, like babe on social media. It needs to be talked about, and there needs to be boundaries set. There's no good answer for it. I say the best thing is to keep your relationship off of social media or keep it to a minimal. And there again, let's watch for the jealousy tendencies here as well. Now, ladies and gentlemen, this applies both ways. Another big red flag under social media is if they have no social media whatsoever. That is one of your, just run. Absolutely run. Do you know what that means? It means they've slept with everything on social media. That's why they don't have a presence there. They don't want to be called out. They don't want to be found. It is more than sketchy, and is one of the biggest red flags that you can get when they say, I don't partake in social media. I don't have a social media presence. I want to stay in stealth mode. I don't want to be found. There's a reason for that. Trust me, there is a reason for it. Don't let them sugarcoat it, and don't you sugarcoat it in your mind, and don't overlook it. Your third big red flag, watch for holes in their stories. You know, when they're not giving you complete disclosure, they're giving you holes. Trust your intuition. Don't sugarcoat your intuition, and you won't be wrong. You know, if there's holes in the stories, well, I was going here, and then 2 weeks later, when I went there, that's a hole in the story. Trust your intuition. Ladies and gentlemen, you overlook these red flags more often than not. Okay. The fourth red flag I want to talk to you about, no hookup situations. Okay. And no friends with benefits situations. And let me tell you this, I've been a psychic for a long time. And the number one category is love and relationships. And if it starts out as a friends with benefits, it will always be a friends with benefits relationship. Always, nothing more. The difference is one of the two is going to catch feelings along the way. It will never be anything more than what it started out as. The lack of respect, the grounds of foundation, nothing was built. Okay. And the final red flag for today, it's going to be when they're wanting to move in with you too quickly. Okay. One, they've probably done this before. Two, they're in a financial bind and they're going to use you. And they're going to do that. They're just going to use you. They're going to paint a picture of how much money is going to save both of you, when reality is they probably owe too much money to make it on their own. So they're going to live off of you. That's the reality of it. Okay. And want to throw out there, shout out to my BFF. Watch those squatters. They are out there. All right, gang, that's what I got for you today. And on love and relationships, it's the red flags and warnings. You know, we've embraced dating. We've moved into some red flags. And next week, the all too familiar word of narcissist. We're going to talk about what is the signs of a narcissist, how to avoid it, how to recognize it. Okay. And then how to heal from those if you're a victim of a narcissistic relationship. But right now, just once you've embraced dating, and we do have to open our hearts and embrace it, but then watch the red flags. Just because you're opening your heart, just because you're getting out there, does not mean you need to ignore the red flags. Okay? Now, gang, let's get into the messages from Spirit, because you know, we're getting ready to roll into March. We're not going to do the March reading yet right now. We're going to keep it for a weekly read of what you need to know. Next week, we will get into the entire month of March. But right now, just for the next week, we're going to hand down what Spirit has for you, Aries through Pisces, with a quick collective at the end. All right, so we're going to start here with Aries. And Aries, I'm clearly hearing the letter M, that the letter M may or may not resonate with you, okay? Now, what I see for you guys, a lot of good things. I see a very, very high drive for success. And this is coming after a period of motivation. You're still having to push yourself because you still want to procrastinate. So you're still having to push forward. This is an area about you getting what you want. It does show me that you're on the right path. You're going to get ready to hit a very high pace here in the next couple of weeks. So get the rest that you can while you can. Delays are in your favor. Aggravating, yes. You're a fire sign like me. You have no patience. Okay. You're also being used by someone, and it's causing a lot of scattered energy around you. You need to speak up. You need to say something about this. There's good news going to arrive, and you're going to be ready to celebrate. Maybe pertaining to a Virgo. Some of you have got some intensity coming up in love, getting things under control in that area. Could be dealing with the Sagittarius. making some big plans for summer. Some of you business plans for summer, maybe business travel, maybe starting a business, maybe relocating of a business. Okay. And there's a past decision that you need to stop beating yourself up from and know that the help that you need is actually on its way. It's on its way. You're in a really, really good position. And I'm going to tell you, happy's a choice. Choose happy and take the time to celebrate along the way. Looks good, Aries. Looks really, really, really good. My Taurus, the first thing I see that you're doing some decorating, it might have a beach theme to it. So I want to throw that out there to you. Might have some type of a beach theme. I support it. My office is in a beach theme. So yeah. All right, let's see. What do we have going on here? We have, there's going to be some events. First of all, I'm seeing sudden changes and then everything flows naturally. But there's going to be some events that come in. It's actually what you want, but it's coming in a form you're not expecting. Reuniting and reconnecting with someone from the past, excuse me, is actually going to help you get things under control. There's something here you'll be presented with an offer you need to say yes to. It's also time to make decisions that you've been putting off for too long. Scorpio, Gemini, and Cancer may or may not resonate with you. You can expect a small wish to be granted and a new beginning here within the next week. Very rapid pace as we proceed through the week. And you also need to know that everything you want, it's now within reach for my Taurus. Now within reach. Coming up quicker than you thought. Good energy there, Taurus. Good energy. Got a lot of scattered energies coming up here around my Geminis. My Geminis, it's just a lot of emotions is what I'm seeing. A lot of emotions. Okay. Generally, those emotions come when you're closing out one cycle and beginning a new one, but I am seeing a lot of emotions for my Geminis. You need to remain positive. There's also a caution for you to slow down. At work, in your vehicle, and at home, you can expect good luck and abundance, and you can expect that the help that you need is coming. May not be this current week, but it is coming. You guys are also surrounded by a healing energy, and that's a healing of a physical nature, as well as a healing of an emotional nature as well. You can also expect plans for a trip out of state. Some of you are looking at some intensity and love that's going to lead to total victory. Could involve a Capricorn or a Virgo. Okay. And you're reconnecting with someone from the past. You are in that cycle of an ending and a new beginning, and that's probably why I do see so many emotions out on you. Some of you are looking at living together, but your downfall right now is the self-sabotage of getting in your own head. Overthinking things. Wow, I couldn't get it out. That's what I see for you guys. Also want to throw out that you may be dealing with a fire sign, which is going to be Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. All right, on into Cancer. Cancer, what do you need to know here for the next week? Something about a circle, breaking a circle, making the circle tighter, something to do with the circle. Maybe your circle of friends, keeping your circle small. Cancer, you need to get ready for a fast pace. And you are manifesting, and your manifesting is working. Whatever you're doing, keep doing it because it's bringing into you exactly what you want. Okay, like a good luck streak, the help that you need's on the way. There's new doors opening up for you. There's going to be some kind of aha moment here, some kind of clarity. Something you suspected is going to be confirmed. It comes in the spring. There's going to be good news. Something you've got a strong, powerful new beginning that you're going to be ready to celebrate in the spring. Good news arriving. Something that I'm going to really throw out the word unexpected for you. Okay, something totally and completely unexpected. A Scorpio or a Libra may or may not resonate with you. There could be some intensity in love. And for my singles, date night coming up. Fear and worries leaving. Definitely a celebration, a trip out of state. There is some type of anger that comes up with you in the next week. Could be involving another Cancer. It has to do with stubbornness. Stubbornness is the word I'm seeing here. Overall, I think you're doing great. You're taking back your power from someone who's used you or taken advantage of you. Your energy is absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. And these time frames, when this happens, relax, smile, enjoy, take some downtime, and just enjoy the spot that you're in. Okay? Beautiful. Up next for my Leos. Leo, oddly enough, I see the color lime green, perhaps like a neon yellow, but I'm really seeing lime green for you guys. Let's see what we have here coming up for my Leos. Leo, I can see you giving a yes answer. Someone's coming to seek you out and you're going to give them that yes answer. Okay. There's a warning of your anger and your temper here. Okay. Someone rubbing you wrong. You could be dealing with a earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. Intensity and love. There's also a Cancer here that may or may not resonate with you. I just throw them out as the energies come in. Okay. Some of you are looking for movement on the home front, someone moving in, someone moving out. This could be someone coming for an extended stay, as well as this could be the movement of furniture, perhaps new furniture moving in, moving in the new, moving out the old. Okay. It is asking that in the next few days you relax and take some downtime. Be warned of your temper. That temper is provoking stress, and stress can hit in more ways than one. You will be planning a trip out of state. There is another Leo here. You have a very high drive for success. It's going to lead you to a new emotional path. Be warned here, upcoming. You guys are very intuitive, and upcoming, someone's going to be using or taking advantage of you. And I think you feel that now, or you see that coming. Okay. Take your power back because there will be a small wish granted. There's also that healing energy here. And for some of you, I tell everybody, we're still under that X season. Be warned of your immune system. Just be warned of it. We're still under flu season. And yeah, I know a lot of different bugs are going around right now. All right. Up next, we have my Virgos. Virgo, what's coming up for you here in the next week? For my Virgos, seeing some type of certificate of completion, some type you're furthering your study, maybe you're in school at work. Virgo, you need to stop beating yourself up. Be open to sudden changes. It's going to turn things around for you. You could be dealing with another earth sign of Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo. Intensity and love at an outing, date night, I'm seeing here. Fear and worries will leave. You need to work on your self-esteem issues. A lot of people surrounding you. Some major changes are drawing near, and I feel like there's going to be some secrets that come out. Those secrets are going to provoke a lot of scattered energy, and there'll be a lesson well learned. Dig for your patience, saying keep your mouth shut as these secrets come out. Dig for your patience. Okay. Someone calling your bluff. Some brief flirting here for my singles. And it says you're procrastinating. If you want this new beginning that is here at hand, you need to stop procrastinating. And there's new money coming into play. I can't say that new money's in the next week, but you're going to hear about it. Lots and lots of energies around you as with those earth signs. We have a Leo, Libra, Pisces, just different signs around you. And of course, the earth signs are Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. So certificate award, I just think you're being hard on yourself. And when it comes to Virgo, stop procrastinating and be warned of self-sabotage. Okay. On into my Libras. What's going on with Libras here in the next week? For Libras in the next week, there is, I believe this to be a gentleman with long brown hair that's going to be significant to you in the next week, or is going to offer some kind of advice and or assistance. We have a new emotional path. There's always someone here with white hair. This could be blonde, it could be silver or gray, but I really think it's white, like an older person. A new emotional path. You're under that energy of endings, closures, and new beginnings. You have a high drive for success and a celebration that's coming up. So remain positive. You're going to be invited to something that you're just not feeling. Maybe you're not a little under the weather. You just don't feel like going for whatever reason. It says go. Okay. That you need to attend this. It's about getting things under control. A Gemini may or may not resonate with you. Okay. Um, when it comes, someone may ask to move in with you, and you're definitely going to give a no on that one. There are delays that are in your favor, and you need to stop beating yourself up. Closing out the cycle with winter, but also the caution to slow down, work, home, vehicle, and I really want to say watch your footing, something to do with your footing, okay? Expect a new beginning. There's a Scorpio energy here. Part of your new beginning or getting what you want here is coming in a form that you're not expecting, but you can absolutely expect some new opportunities. Aquarius energy. You get self-sabotage by overthinking things, getting in your head. And when you get in your head and you start overthinking, you start overanalyzing, your motivation goes right out the window. So be warned of that. Okay. Everything looks fine. I don't see any reason for this. So just be warned of that. All right, let's move into my Scorpios. Scorpio, first thing I'm hearing is a Cancer energy may jump out with you or resonate with you in some form or fashion. All right, let's see what we have for my Scorpios. No prejudging things. No prejudging someone or something. If you do, you're going to be wrong. It's going to be some travel plans coming up. These travel plans are bringing in new opportunities. I don't think the travel comes to like mid to late March. Okay. Expect major changes. Okay. These changes are going to be good. It's going to be a lesson well learned, but they're good, positive changes. Also, you may be invited to a live music event, or some of you may be a musician. Somewhere towards the end of the week, you're going to have to dig for your patience, a flare of your anger. It has something to do with a delay. And let me say this, that delay is actually in your favor. So kind of work with it. Stop beating yourself up over it. Leo, Scorpio, and Virgo may or may not resonate with you. Okay. You're in for a powerful new beginning. The help that you need is on the way, and you need to know that you're being set up for a fast pace. If you are separated from someone or something right now, it is just temporary. And a Pisces energy has jumped out here as well. So there's a lot of people surrounding you this particular week. All righty. Coming up, we have my fellow Sagittarius. Sagittarius, what do we need to know here for the next week? Color is purple. It's awesome. Also happens to be my favorite color. Okay. So let's see. What do we have going on for the Sagittarius? Very intuitive. Tap in, trust your intuition, trust where you're being led. Say no when you need to. There are new doors opening. There's a disappointment. Okay. That disappointment's going to turn out to be a blessing in disguise, believe it or not, but not until later down the road. And the current week, it may just appear as a disappointment. There's some intensity in love. I'm not sure if you're going to be receptive of this or not. Someone you know, someone you already know. You're being led to total victory and barren worries are leaving. So expect major changes. These major changes could also have to deal with another fire sign, which is Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. There's going to be some secrets revealed. Secrets are coming out and a small wish being granted. There's a Taurus energy here. Remain positive and rest before further development. Good news is going to arrive and you're going to be ready to celebrate, but it happens after your anger flares or your temper flares. Okay. Expect sudden changes towards the weekend. Stop procrastinating. Your drive for success is way too high for you to procrastinate. Continue to move forward as new money is coming in. Be warned of being used by someone. There's a Gemini energy, and it's time for you to make decisions that you've been putting off. Some of these are painful decisions, to be honest with you. You need to know, no matter what, you're on the right path. Like I said, trust your intuition, but you are on the right path no matter what happens. All righty. Up next, we have Capricorn. All right, Capricorn. Capricorn. Delays are in your favor. Aggravating, yes, but they're in your favor. You're being led to total victory and a new emotional path. Fear and worries will soon be leaving you. Stop beating yourself up. I know you're frustrated, but it says stop beating yourself up. You are surrounded by the white light and you're surrounded by healing energy, physically and emotionally. If you are separated from someone, it's temporary. You will get what you want. You're definitely getting what you want in a big way. Get ready for a fast pace because you are absolutely 200% taking your power back. The power you're taking back is from being used by someone. There's a Gemini energy here. There's a trip out of state, which is going to bring in new opportunities. It's time to make decisions you've been putting off for too long, and you are moving forward and leaving an emotional upset behind. There will be intensity in love, and I'm seeing either an Aries or a Pisces may resonate here. You are under that era of endings and closure and new beginnings. So it's going to be emotional. It's out with the old energy and with the new. One door closes, one door opens. But there is, a celebration here. You could be dealing with someone with an addiction, and it's also asking you to move forward and stop procrastinating. You're getting what you want, but it's coming in a form that you were not expecting. Your drive for success is high, new doors are opening, and new beginnings and sudden changes. Everything is like all in your face all at once. So, absolutely 200% enjoy. Take the time to smell the roses, but also enjoy. All righty. Up next, we have Aquarius. What you need to know for the next week. The color I see is white. It's a bright white. So maybe someone that is wearing a white shirt or someone that drives a white car is going to be significant to you. But I'm seeing the color white. Aquarius, expect a new beginning. There are small wishes granted and you're moving forward. Fear and worries are leaving, but there's a lot of scattered energy around you, a lot of that jiggity feeling. And because of this, it's going to cause you to dig for your patience. Some of you may be musicians and have a delay, but it's going to be in your benefit. You're also surrounded by many people. Okay. Expect sudden changes, and there's going to be intensity and love. Now, new money is coming in. Uh, there's a little bit of a disappointment here. It'll get better, but there is a disappointment. You're reuniting with someone from your past, and you need to stop beating yourself up. Get the rest that you need so you can continue to move forward. Good news arrives when you least expect it. You'll be ready to celebrate. Now, let me say this, Aquarius, there's a lot of people around you. Capricorn, Libra, Aries, Pisces, and Leo are the sign, and Taurus are the signs that jump out. A very, very busy week is what I'm seeing for my Aquarius. Last but not least, we have my Pisces. Pisces, the first thing that jumps is dig for your patience. You're under a new beginning and you're going to have to dig for your patience. Good news arrives and you're ready to celebrate. Pisces, I'm also seeing intensity in love. Could be something that is stemming from summer of last year. You are surrounded by healing energy, physically and emotionally. A celebration, date night. Major changes are drawing near. There is a disappointment with someone from the past. Okay. And don't let this get you stuck in your thoughts. Don't let it bring your spirits down, because I can see that makes you feel a little alone or a little empty or bring in some negative thoughts. Don't allow that to happen. Okay. Someone you're separated from is just a temporary situation. Stop beating yourself up over things. Rest before further development. You're getting ready to head into a fast pace. There's new opportunities for you if you're single. Okay. It's about getting things under control and working on your self-esteem. High drive for success and holding out for what you want, and sudden changes. Now, there's a lot of people surrounding my Pisces as well. Leo, Scorpio, and another Pisces, as well as a Gemini energy, are here. Overall, I think you're doing great. You're on the right path. A Taurus energy, you've got options. It's telling me you've got options, and the help that you need is on the way. So you're also going to get the clarity or confirmation to something that you have suspected will be confirmed. But that's what I have for my Pisces. So some interesting energies going on here. Okay. So now let's take the time and get into the collective read. And that's for my listening audience. And I appreciate every single one of you. And shout out to my truck drivers out there. You know, I appreciate hearing from you as well. We appreciate the work that you do. All righty, let's get into these energies. Don't forget, if you're seeking a personal reading, it is JackieTomlin.com. Been around for 18 years now, so you're going to find a menu of options over there. And thank you for my regular subscribers and all. I appreciate every single one of you. All right, for the collective, for all of us, for the next week, what do we need to know? What do we need to know? What's to focus on? Don't forget, next week, we will be picking up with the tendencies of a narcissist, and we will get into the energy of spirit for the entire month of March. All right. What do you have coming up in March? St. Patty's Day, I think. All right. Right out the gate, we're under a new beginning this week, and it's asking to dig for your patience, because you can expect good luck and abundance. Okay. Someone close to you, someone you already know, coming in with an unexpected offer of assistance. You could be dealing with someone in a uniform. This could be a police officer. This could be someone with a military background, but definitely someone in uniform. Expect endings and new beginnings. So that's going to bring out a wave of emotion. It does tell you to relax and take some downtime. Expect some sudden changes and things will flow naturally. In the next week, though, be warned of your anger. It's going to have something to do with your patience, the loss of patience. Breathe in, breathe out. Okay. Let's see. Fear and worries are leaving. You can expect a new emotional path. Continue to manifest, manifest, manifest. Keep it positive. Draw into you what you want to see happen. You will get what you want. It's not coming in the form that you thought it was. If you are separated from someone or something, it is just temporary. Some signs that may or may not resonate so far are going to be Capricorn, Libra, Sagittarius, and Virgo. You're leaving the negative behind. You're walking away from something. Be warned, you've got some foolish decisions next week right there on the horizon. Think things through. You can also expect the arrival of some new money. More than one blessing is coming in. But let's go back to that anger and temper. There's a confrontation here. It can be avoided. You just need to be aware of it. You do get what you want. You need to put a stop to someone using you. Yeah, there's a confrontation here. Any way you look at it, Tower card moment. And something here is telling you need to get out of your comfort zone. Someone's placing the blame on you too, so you know. Be true to yourself. Put yourself first. Like I said, take some downtime. Someone's blaming you for something and they want an apology. Mm. And there again, someone close to you is coming in to help. The time frame is now, and a small wish will be granted. Okay? A lot of emotions, and here it is. 2 things you need to know. You need to slow down and rethink your options. I'm sorry, 3 things. Next, there's someone here that you're dealing with that is just an absolute fake and deceitful person. And you also need to expect unexpected company. Okay. That's what I have for you as a collective here. And the next week's going to be busy, busy time, busy energies. I thank you guys for joining me again. We are now in season 5, kicking off. Things are going great. If there's any topics you want to hear from me, absolutely shoot me an email. Emails have been a little slow coming through, but I'm sure they are on track as of by this afternoon. So shoot me an email and don't forget to contact me through my website at JackieTomlin.com. You may also text me anytime, 804-731-2302. You guys have a super fantastic week. Thank you for being here with me today. Live this evening, YouTube, 7 p.m. 7 p.m. lives on YouTube are on Wednesdays and Mondays. So join me there. You guys have a great one. Bye.